Hey y'all, it's your boy Javier. I haven't said that in a long time. I was welcome to the Analytical Eye Show, y'all. I'm here. I want to thank y'all for watching. Okay, hey, let me say this. It's your boy Javier. I was saying that in the beginning. All right, y'all. Let's just cut through all this out the way. I'm a little wonky right now. If y'all haven't seen my Biden special congratulating Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, please go and watch that. Make sure you're watching the Light of the Sundays. I have exciting things that are coming up. I just been so busy, y'all. But I used to say that in the beginning when I first started, when I did the premiere, and then I think I did the second episode. I was saying, "Hey everybody, it's your boy." I'll be like, "What's up, y'all?" And I somewhere along the line stopped. So I do apologize about that. I'm not that I don't want y'all to think I'm not excited to be here. I just am so busy. Got a lot on my plate. Y'all see I shaved now. I shaved. So remember last episode I had, little something going on my face. And you know I don't really like the beard just cuz it's really itchy for me. It's not necessarily a mannerism thing. It's more of like just itchy. When I mean mannerism, not manners, I mean like like manly. Like it's cuz it's itchy. It tones down my face and stuff like that. And I don't really like that. And I just rather I like a clean shave look. I don't know. Something's wrong with me. Although I will say I do like the fact that it doesn't curl up and it looks all messy and spot. You know, like how you see some guys, they have like spots on their face from the beard and stuff. It looks like taco meat on their face. Sorry. I don't like taco meat on the chest. But my chest is not too curly. It's pretty straight. Yeah. But I don't let me stop showing y'all my business. So we have a lot to obviously we always have a lot to cover. So a little time. But this episode, I know y'all wondering, well, I thought the Analytical Eye Show comes on Sundays only. Well, like I told you guys, I will post, upload, or make a video or make an episode as I see fit. So if it's only Sundays, then I'll do Sundays. Sometimes I may never do an episode for like 2 weeks. Sometimes I may not do one for a month. Sometimes I may do 4 or 5 in 1 week. Or sometimes, which is a little too strenuous, which I don't see myself doing. But anytime right now. But I do as I see fit. Because there's not always something that needs to be talked about that's super important. But for the last couple episodes, I have only been covering the election and political stuff and giving my opinion and both sides of the fence and stuff like that. But I'm starting to move into really what I want us to talk about. I want us to talk about stuff that you talk about at your kitchen table. Stuff that you talk about in the kitchen while you're cooking. With your mama, your daddy, your friends, your cousin, your sister, your brothers, everything from there, from the top of the list to the bottom. Okay, of all different genres and topics. And you will start to see me do interviews and other things that will be uploaded onto my channel as well, which I cannot wait for my website to come soon because then I can post everything there without any copyright infringements or anything because it's my damn website, so it's my damn business, so I can do whatever the fuck I want to do with it. I promise y'all I'm coming soon with that. I'm just so busy with my 3 jobs and working and going to school that right now the only time I have is for this, and then the holidays are coming up. It's just I'm just joking. I'm not that dramatic, but we are going to be talking about allowing celebrities to stay rich. That's the topic for today. However, before I start, I totally forgot to mention this on the last episode because it was something that I'm pretty sure y'all felt it, but I wasn't too sure. So when I ended the episode, I was fine, but then I got off camera and I cut. And then I was like, oh shit, I forgot to damn near mention that damn Million MAGA March. I'm pretty sure y'all heard about this shit. So I'm quickly gonna discuss it because I'm done with politics for a minute. I need to take a break. Trump's still tomfoolery. Everybody's just ham right now. I don't trust nobody in the government. Like I told you, I think we just need to get rid of everybody and start fresh, so clean, okay? But the Million MAGA March. I was so pissed off to hear about this because I'm pretty sure y'all heard about it too. Because they renamed it after, I don't give a damn if they say they didn't. We all know they did. They renamed it after the Million Man March. And if for you guys all that don't know the Million Man March, the Million Man March was for men to reconcile and come together. Black men specifically, not white, not Hispanic, no other race but blacks, because Bloods and Crips, the drugs, the gangs, the gun violence, the trafficking of women and men and children, the whole scenery of African Americans, we were just dying slowly but surely at the hands of what the white America has put in and instilled in our communities and then they just deserted us and didn't give a fuck. So it was about bringing black men specifically, but black people together, but more so black men, because we are the detriment to our society, mainly because we're more so incarcerated than we are in our communities. There's more of us going to jail and killing each other and robbing each other and stealing from each other and doing wrong to each other than any other race in the United States right now, especially from the beginning of time. And so that's what it was for. And so they had the audacity to take a name that meant so much and had a powerful movement and meaning behind it and turn it into the Million MAGA March. For what reason? And I want to say, I can't explain both sides to you guys for this, because this is downright nasty and wrong. I don't give a damn how you look at it. It's fucking fucked up and it's fucking disrespectful. And if I had, who came up with that name? I want to slap the shit out of them. I'm sorry. I cannot allow that to happen. And that's so disrespectful to take that's like taking the name for Juneteenth, but turning it into something like Magateenth or something like that. That's mad ass disrespectful. Downright disrespectful. And I don't tolerate it. It's stupid. And I could not believe that they did that. And I feel that with MAGA and everybody else that doesn't believe in this COVID shit, I'm just so elated and pissed off by that. I can't stand by for that. I can't give you guys both. Now, there'll be time, I try my hardest to give you guys both sides of the fence and then give you my side. Or I will give you both sides. I'll give you both sides of the fence, and then I'll give you the reason why I'm on that side, and then I'll also give you the reason why I'm not on that side. Or I'll tell you why I'm strictly down the middle. But I'll always promise to give you guys I will try 99.99999% to give you guys both sides in the middle and what decision I chose and why I didn't choose the other two sides or whatever like that. But in this case, I can't give y'all no sides, but it's plain damn wrong. I'm sorry. I cannot stand by and allow this to happen. And I'm going on a rant about this because it's so aggravating and disrespectful to us black people. And Trump says he's done more for us black people. I'm like Obama. You done more for black people. And then he said since Abraham Lincoln. Let's be real. Abraham Lincoln didn't really do shit either. For all y'all out there that say, oh, he freed black people from slavery. No, he didn't. Because he did sign the Emancipation Proclamation, but to be real, the slaves in the South didn't even know that they were free until the following year when Juneteenth happened. That's why African Americans celebrate Juneteenth. Is because that was the actual day we were free. 4th of July is the white people's celebration. Juneteenth is our celebration of independence. We're not even independent now. Look at Breonna Taylor. Look at George Floyd. Look at all the way back to Trayvon Martin. Look at Sandra Bland. Look at all these current still shootings of unarmed black men and women and children and violence in our communities. Let's get real with that. You know what I'm saying? And so, to be real, Abraham Lincoln didn't really do shit because he did sign the Emancipation Proclamation, but that didn't truly free the states of Texas and Georgia, those battleground slavery hardcore states. And because they didn't even notify us, if y'all have ever seen the movie Harriet Tubman, where they created their own armies and they were fighting, that's how they came down and told us we were free. They literally sent people down to tell slaves that they were free. That's why we have Juneteenth. We weren't free when the day that Abraham Lincoln signed the papers. We could just walk off our masses lawn and stuff like that. Hell no. They came down and told us. That's why there's the Civil War, and then the North and the South have the war, the American Revolution, all that stuff like that. Yeah. So remember that. You didn't do shit for us, Trump. And don't be taking our names and monumental, impactful names for movements and turn them into what you want. And your supporters to do that is downright nasty. And I wish for God would a Trump supporter come up to me and say, I'll slap the shit out your ass. I won't smack you. I'll slap the shit out of you. Give me one good reason that you can take that name, and I'll still slap your ass. And because it wouldn't be a damn good reason. But moving forward, because I want to talk to you about really what I want to talk about, because I'm not about to try to keep going on a tangent and stuff like that. And I also feel, I want to say this too, that every member of Congress because they were supposed to be doing. I saw them on the news doing this, and they're basically like, you know, more like remembering all the 200,000 lives that were lost. Bullshit. You guys sat back and watched us. Now here, I'll give you guys both sides. I understand that there's laws that have to be passed, discussions and agreements. On the other hand, you have over 100, at this point, over 50,000 people lost. You didn't even pass your stimulus check. 100,000. Then you finally passed one months later. While other countries are already on full lockdown, they shut down their country. Nobody in, out, nobody moving, nobody going to work. Salaries paid for and everything. But yet we get a measly $1,200 that you guys were bickering and bitching about. That comes from our tax money. Then you turn around months later, continue to not agree on anything. And then Trump finally wants to come to agreement by election day, and then that still doesn't happen. And now you guys are really on the verge of actually giving us something when tax season is right around. Bitch, please. Are you gonna give us a stimulus check on top of our tax money? Because I'll take both, baby, but I'm not paying you back for nothing. Okay, let's keep it real on that. You know? And so every member of Congress, Senate, House of Representatives, all the way to the president and the governors and the mayors, everybody that is in a official capacity of office right now, you're all to blame for this. You're all to blame. Yes, also as the people, we need to do our part and stay our asses home, i.e. the citizens of New York, stay your asses home. Stop bitching with President Cuomo and trying to get him or get pissed off at him because he's actually following protocol to save you guys' lives. Take your asses home. You don't need to be at no damn bars. What the fuck you need to be there for? Take your asses home, spend more time with your kids, raise your damn kids. Okay? You know? And I feel that, and this is all coming from anger. Like I told you, I see all the sides. But my side is this. Stay asses home. You don't need to be going into no damn bar. That's one. Two, the COVID virus, it's still up here in America. Every other country, their cases are so low. So low. I saw a comparison today where they compared a country that had 23 million capacity, and they only had 500 reported cases and 7 deaths. Here, and this was comparing Florida. Florida had the same of like, I think 24 million people with like, I think it was like 50,000 cases reported, and this is like, I think for this current month or something like that, and 16,000 deaths, or I think it's over the course of everything. I can't remember. But it's like comparing the two, and I'm just like, this is true. You guys don't care. You want us to continue to pay our taxes, but you treat us wrong. You can't even come to a conscious effort decision to do for us because we pay you guys to do it. You're bickering about, no, that's too much. Oh, no, that's too much. Last time I checked, Trump, your ass even paying your taxes. So what can you tell us about it being too much when the money that we're paying for is just coming back to us on a motherfucking stimulus check? Really? Come on now. Let's be real. And I forgot to tell you, I don't even have my mic on. I don't even have my mic on. I just now realize that. But this is an unofficial, actual thing, so we're just going to keep it right here, y'all. So moving into what I really want to talk with you guys about, because I'm done. I want to talk about allowing celebrities to stay rich. I think we need to stop this, y'all. I do. I really do. Allowing, like, it's the cycle of staying poor. You know, we all, as black people, and I'm just speaking to my black people right now, we all live on, a lot of us live on, not a lot of us, but I'm talking about poor folk, y'all. So let me talk to the poor folks. Our parents live on government assistance now. We're living on food stamps. And I'm just talking about just with the state of COVID. And I'm seeing people going out here still buying Jordans, still going out here buying all these lavish things and spending money on Beyonce's Ivory Park and then the Fenty shit. I'm so done with this celebrities making, like, they're staying rich. I'm done with it. We need to stop making celebrities rich because it's killing our communities. It is. It truly is killing our community. I was watching the other day on Wendy Williams' show. There's Fenty glasses for $500. What the hell you need a $500 pair of glasses? I don't give a damn if they're coming from Italy. What the hell do you need with $500 glasses? And why is Rihanna selling them for $500 glasses? $500 sunglasses. That's disrespectful. That's downright nasty. The community stays poor from the cycle of this. Let me explain to you guys the cycle of a poor community. You have Pookie, Peaches, or whoever on drugs. You have grandma that's too sick and ill that she's on her SSI check or disability. Or she may still be working to make ends meet. Pookie come over, either steals stuff, wants food, wants cash for drugs. That's it. Grandma goes and gives it to him or is the recipient of the robberies and doesn't have any money to replace the stuff, or the house catches on fire, doesn't have insurance because the insurance may have lapsed, or has the insurance but it doesn't cover all the liabilities for everything that was in there, and so she loses her house. Now she's on the streets, but Pookie's still doing drugs. Grandma starts an SSI check, but they're going to take it away because she doesn't have a home or she doesn't have the necessary things that she needs so that way she can still have that. Or she just end up moving into a hotel. So then you got family members still on food stamps, WIC, all these governmental incentives, and nobody's elevating up. So this is how it goes. Grandma works either hard for this money, or mom works hard for this money, or a family member works hard for this money, or receives a check. They give the drug money, they give money for the drugs, and then they go get the drugs, and they stay drugs, they stay in a cycle of addiction. And it brings down the community because then they keep selling to other people and that keeps happening. But grandma sometimes can't pay her bills because old boy robbed or boy or girl robbed her. So then she gets put out of her house, now she's homeless. So it's the cycle, same cycle of giving your hard-earned money or tax money or your SSI checks to get drugs, and then that person stays in addiction. That's the cycle of the African American community. One of the cycles for being poor. Mind you, just one of the cycles. I'm not going to explain all of them because there's too much to go into and we only have a little bit of time. And I just want to let y'all know this is one of the cycles. One of the cycles, hands off, of how the African American community is poor. One of the cycles. And the money that grandma will probably send to a foundation or a local Boys and Girls Club or YMCA or whatever like that, that doesn't happen because grandma got her stuff stolen. Now she's homeless. She can't eat, she can't live, she's going to get sick and ill, and with COVID going around, it's not safe to be on the streets. This is the cycle of one of these cycles of the African American community when it comes to staying poor. One of. The other that I want to hit on because it's pertaining to this topic is making celebrities rich. What the hell do you need with $200 pair of Jordans? I've only had one pair of Jordans, but that was when I was an infant. I've never bought a pair of Jordans. Especially after Michael Jordan sat up there and said he doesn't care if black people kill over his shoes. He said, not my problem. And then he went on to say, I don't make shoes for poor black people. Poor. He called us poor. He didn't say just the black community. He called us poor. But last time I checked Michael Jordan, you probably were poor too. You came from the same streets we all came from, poor. So don't think that you up here and we down here, boo. Because if anything, we made you get up there. We allowed you to get up there because, well, not me, because I don't buy your funky ass shoes. I don't want $200 pair of shoes. I can buy 3-4 pairs of shoes for $200. I only spent $200 one time, and that's for my Timberland boots, and those are worth it because those are good quality shoes. Michael Jordan shoes, you're only paying because it's his name on it. You're not paying for good quality shoes. You're not paying for the style. Because let me tell you something. The style is raggedy. And if anything, I believe Nike came up with the damn style. So let's just get that out there. And one, I don't support a black, especially, I don't support any person. I don't support a man or a woman, but specifically a black man that says, oh, I don't create shoes for poor black people. I create them for suburban people. Now, I thought about this and I'm like, it doesn't make sense because if he does, on one hand, because I told you I'm giving y'all both sides of the spectrum, it makes sense because he can then say, well, white people buy my shoes, so I'm reaping white people benefits. You know, you want the white man to buy your shoes. So that. But that ain't the damn case. He does have white people buying his shoes, but he actually has more of his supporters, his fans, the people that love him is the black community. We put you in that position to have all that power, and you sit up there, we give you money. We made you a millionaire. Black people made you a millionaire. My mama, when she bought them damn baby shoes from Michael Jordan, that's part of me making you a millionaire, so I can say it. My mama was even though she bought them once, is a part of making you a millionaire. And you sit up there and say, your main source of income, black people, that you don't give a damn if they're killing themselves over your shoes. So I never will support you because of that. I don't give a damn how good of a man you are. I don't give a damn how good a father you are. That's downright nasty and dirty. that your main source of income, that's like Tyler Perry, the main people that support him is black people. He says, I don't give a fuck about black people. So, and he fires everybody that is in his production studio and hires a bunch of white people. Or I make movies and stuff for more geared towards white people, and I don't give a damn about my black people. That's like Tyler Perry doing that. Not saying you do it, Tyler Perry, which I commend you for that. But I'm talking about Michael Jordan. Disrespectful. And I will never support you. Never. Because that's downright nasty for you to sit there. It's not my problem that they're killing themselves over my shoes that you create and they support your ass. Disrespectful. And I don't condone it. I see your point of view. That, I create them for more so just suburban white people. But your main source that buys them is blacks. You know what I'm saying? And it's disrespectful that you did that. And honestly, and going back to the Wendy Williams things, Rihanna, what the fuck do people need with $200 pair of glasses, $500 pair of glasses? I don't give a damn if they went on sale for $200. What the hell do people need with $200 pair of glasses? I don't give a damn if they came from Italy. I don't give a damn if they came all the way from, unless they are sunglasses that Jesus the Christ or God made himself, there's no reason for them. I support you, Rihanna. I support all black people. But there's a time that we need to become realistic about the things that we need. The main source of income that comes from a lot of these celebrities is African American communities and minorities. And to be honest, a lot of the minority and black community is poor. I have to say that. We're in low class or on the verge of slightly in the middle class, but low class. But like I told you, now really there's no high class, low class, medium class, low class, like where you're richest or you're living in your means or you're living under. A lot of us are living under our means. And a lot of your supporters are buying, and I think, Rihanna, you're doing an amazing job with your business. $600 million. And you are a wonderful philanthropist. But I don't think, as for celebrities, and for Beyonce, Beyonce got jumpsuits and stuff and little handy bags and stuff for $500, $1,000 jumpsuits and $200 things that mainly the support, I mean, she has and I'm not saying you guys only have black people or minorities that support you guys. But majority of the bulk comes from us. And you have yours, and I'm not saying, and I know I'm not putting the blame solely on you guys. But I do have to stop, I have to go with you guys first because you guys put out these lines. And I'm here to tell everybody that's watching, you're not paying for the quality. You're paying because their name is attached to it. If my name was attached to a product, you wouldn't be paying high. Want to know why? It's because I'm not Beyonce. I'm not Rihanna. I'm not, what's the dude's damn name I just said? The dude, Michael Jordan. You're paying for the name because them. You're not paying for the quality. They may be comfortable. They may be sexy. They may be hot. But what the hell do you need with $500 pair of sunglasses that are 100% UV when you can go to Ross and get it for $5 or go to a damn dollar store and get some? Come on, be realistic, consumers. Make the people that you buy from lower their prices by going on strike or limiting the amount of consumption that you, because they're going to continue to keep their supply demand up and their prices, their supply up and their prices because you keep on demanding. And I also want to say this, people live in your means. Don't live above your means. Don't live, if anything, you should live underneath them. So that way you can always have money. People are out here buying Fendi sunglasses and lingerie and Ivy Park this and Michael Jordan that. And it's not just them. Kobe Bryant and all of these name brands. And their rent is late. They don't have health care. They're on food stamps. They spend so much money and risk their home so their kids can look good while their hair is not. I'm not judging. I'm calling it like I see it. And I'm blaming both celebrities and the consumers. Because I have never, I'm telling you right now, I can videotape my closet. I have never bought a name brand. I have name brand shoes, but I've only spent $60 or less. $60 or less, except for those Timberlands. Every single pair of my shoes. And I can pull up the receipts to prove it. Because I have all my Ross receipts, because I only shop at Ross for my clothes and shoes. And I'm not ashamed to tell you I shop at Ross. Ross has good shit. Good shit. Matter of fact, let me even show you these shoes that I got for $30 at Ross that were Adidas shoes. 1 second. These shoes, y'all, are fire. Look at these. These were only $30 minus my 20% off discount. I kid you not. I promise you. I will pull up the receipt and prove it to y'all if y'all want me to. $30. Go to Ross. Shop. I'm not saying don't support these celebrities. But be realistic, consumers, and the suppliers, i.e. Beyonce, Kobe Bryant, whoever else, all of these name brands that are charging too much for shit. Make stuff that's within reason for people and comfortable for people. I'm all for entrepreneur. Look, I'm kind of tired, so I'm all for entrepreneurship. I really am, in starting your own business. But create stuff where because like I said, it's a cycle. People are staying poor to keep the celebrities rich. Come on, you know? And I was watching Ayanna Van Zandt, and she had stated this. She was talking to this white woman about being European. Europeans think that they control everything. That the world has to look a certain way. We have to dress up a certain way, and we have to have this on and that on. And Ayanna Van Zandt was stating that she wouldn't be in this. I wouldn't actually be in this. I would be in a dashiki. I would be covered with. She said that I would have a floral type of dress on, a head wrap on. I would be barefooted or with a cloth over me. That's how my people dressed. I would probably have beads, my hair braided, but with the waves and afros and stuff, that's frowned upon for Europe. So Europe thinks that they can come up with the world definition of what people are supposed to look like, which traveled into Hollywood. So people like Viola Davis, Kerry Washington, and Octavia Spencer, Jill Scott, all of these wonderful African American women specifically can't really get jobs. Men have gained more access to being able to get jobs because, you know, if you look at Denzel Washington and Lawrence Fishburne and John Amos, but then still they don't barely get the justice that they deserve. But the way that the European way states, we have to dress like this, but they don't control it. But we all fell into the trap of this is how we're supposed to look and this is how we're supposed to dress. Because if you look at it, they say you can't walk into work and wear a dashiki. You can't walk in with your head wrapped. I had my boss at Big Lots tell me one day, oh, you can have your head wrapped on. And I told her it's for religious and cultural purposes. And she told me you need to prove that you need to wear it all the time or not at all. So I told her I wear it whenever I want to. I told her just like that. And she said, I'm not going to argue with you. I said, that's fine. You're not going to argue with me. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm going to do what the fuck I want to do. There's nowhere in the company bylaws that says I have to dress a certain way. You know what I'm saying? And I think we've gotten so accustomed in the European way that the prices are outrageous. What the fuck do you need with a $500 jumpsuit in a purse? What do you need with $500 sunglasses? It's so ridiculous, man. I'm all for having your own companies and projects and things. But I never would charge my consumers $500 for sunglasses. I wouldn't charge them $100 for a shirt unless it was a designer, not even a designer shirt, but a dress shirt. I will allow dress shirts to be over $50. But shirts should never be over $50. I go to Ross and spend $6 on a shirt. That's what I'm talking about. And it's a good quality shirt. And some of them aren't even name brand. They're just plain old white shirts. This shirt was only $7, I believe. $7 to probably $10. Affordable. Come on now, y'all. Celebrities, make this stuff like $100 Beyonce hats. This hat better take me to heaven and back for $100. Kanye West's ugly Yeezy shoes that are what, like $200-$300? What the hell? Mind you, all of these people are close to even being in the billionaire status, but they're in the millionaire status, and we've gotten them there. But I'm sorry, I support you guys. You guys are smart, brilliant, black people. And the reason why I call you guys out is because I hold us to a higher standard for community redevelopment, racial redevelopment, cultural redevelopment, making sure you're giving back as much as your consumers, the people that are buying your products are giving you. Because you have the money to give, so give it. You know what I'm saying? And then I I understand, and the way to do that is paying higher taxes. All of these celebrities out here say, I don't want to pay higher taxes. 50 Cent, Kanye West, or not Kanye West, 50 Cent, and I think it was Lil Wayne that said, I don't want to pay higher taxes. I support Trump, da 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 da. But don't you guys realize, and I explained this cycle to you guys, when you pay higher taxes, that money can help for financial aid, for educations. That money can go to food stamps, welfare, disability. This helps the low class on all spectrums. Now, I admit there's some people in the low class that once they get on food stamps, and I know a family member of mine that is on food stamps on every damn thing, and she is always on there. She's always on there. She ain't better than herself. She ain't doing nothing. I'm not trying to talk down about my family, but I know there's people in the world that are like that. So it's like, well, I've worked hard for my money, so why should I give it to people that are really wanting to do it? But there's a lot of people in the poor community that really need the assistance. And what you guys as celebrities, rich people, wealthy people need to understand, and middle class people that make, basically people that make over $400,000, when you pay higher taxes, it helps us out. So then we can come up as well for the people that really need the assistance and the help and the guidance and the money and the financial stability and economical resources to be able to come up out of poverty. And then we can too then pay high taxes too. And then we could bring up more people. You know what I'm saying? Money is one of the true essential things. If you don't have money, you don't have healthcare. If you don't have healthcare, you don't have a job. You get sick, you die. It's a chain reaction. It's a domino effect. If you don't have one, you don't have the other. It's that simple. You know what I'm saying? And so I need every celebrity to understand. I understand you guys work hard, but you have to understand we work hard for our money too, to be able to pay you guys for your products and the things that you guys put out, your albums and your movies and stuff, and you guys are rich off of that. It's a chain reaction. It is. It's a cycle. And I understand that then you would tell us then, well then you need to stop spending your hard-earned money on buying my product and on your rent and stuff. And I acknowledge that too. I see all this. I see the whole panoramic view of list of things that pop up in you guys' brain as I'm talking. Like, what it should be this, it should be this, it should be this. But I'm telling you guys as celebrities need to acknowledge that create things affordable for us. That's all I'm saying. Y'all don't need to be creating no $500 stuff. And the sad thing is you guys probably acknowledge that, but you still create it. And I'm not just calling out Beyonce, Rihanna, and all the others that I just mentioned. I'm calling out way more than people like that. I'm calling out Dolce & Gabbana. I'm calling out Gap. I'm calling out Old Navy. I'm calling out every damn department store that sells expensive ass shit. Marshalls. I'm calling out everyone. Tommy Hilfiger. I'm calling out the best, the greats that have been and had their business. I'm calling out Adidas. Adidas, what do you guys need to be selling $200 pair of shoes for? Nike, what do you guys need to be selling $200 pair of shoes for? I'm calling out everyone. That Madden shoe collection. He's a little more affordable, but still some pricey things. And I'm just calling everyone out, you know? And no, I don't have COVID, so don't think I'm, just sitting here coughing, And then, like I stated, when I was watching the Wendy Williams show, the discounted price was still like $200. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think there's nothing wrong with being poor. I don't think there's nothing wrong with you saying that you're poor. I don't think there's nothing wrong with you mentioning that I shop at Ross. I shop at Ross. I will tell y'all right now. My shorts I got, my pants I got right on, that don't really match my outfit right now. So you guys only see probably up here, which is great. But this I got from Walgreens when I worked there. This I got from Ross. The shoes I just showed you, I got from Ross. My whole entire 3 closets has everything from Ross. Everything in my house, I have not spent $1 over $50 for some of the stuff. Some of it. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that I spent over $50 for was my furniture. That's given. My TVs, that's a given. But I was able to afford this type of stuff. But and it goes into all of this chain reaction that yes, people need to stop buying things they really don't need that aren't a necessity. But you as consumers as the suppliers should acknowledge that this is a problem and put an end to it. Lower your prices, create different things that will be more affordable for us. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, if you're going to hike up the prices, hike up the pay. And also hike up how much you give back. and allow your taxes to be hiked up so that your taxes can go to governmental funding, the military, per, everything. You know, you guys say teachers deserve to get paid more, but you don't want to pay higher taxes. Where do you think that money comes from? Out of our asses? No, it comes from the poor people. The people that are already on Social Security, on SSI, or same thing, disability, me that work in 3 jobs, 1 full-time and 2 part-time. That money comes from, and this is the cycle of poor, this is another cycle of poor. Me that has 3 jobs, I'm in school, full-time and 2 part-time. My taxes high up, which I usually get like a 90% check, so I guess it's 10%, it's still kind of high, I guess. But I pay my taxes high. I only get a certain amount from my check, which is pretty low. Just for example, not me, but someone would. And then that tax money goes directly to the disability people or the SSI people or people that are in need for food stamps, WIC, all that stuff. And then that money goes to the white man, Target, Walmart, Sam's, all of these big corporations. And then you guys don't pay high taxes. So it's like basically we're funding ourselves. Which then goes back to the stimulus thing of we're funding ourselves, so just give us the goddamn money. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not trying to get angry, guys, but I'm passionate about it. I'm passionate. I'm gonna tell y'all like it is, and I'm gonna be to tell you how it is. I'm gonna give you my side. I'm gonna give you their side. I'm gonna give you all the sides and allow you to make up your own decision. But I hope you get from where I'm coming from. I think we need to stop celebrities from getting rich. I support celebrities and their entrepreneur endeavorships because their music and movies don't just pay the bills. Them starting up their own hair care lines, fashion lines, things of that nature. I love it. But make it affordable for us. And if not, allow your taxes to be raised so that money can go back to, that way our taxes can be evened out and we're all in a well spot. Because to me it makes more money if you make more money off of us poor folks because we're your your consumers and the demand, then you need to be allowing you being the supplier to be taxed. You're not losing money, you're still gaining it because then we can pay for stuff we can afford. We can come out of poverty. It's a chain reaction. If we can come up, you guys can come up. If I'm making money, you making money. How you think? Come on now. That's why I agree with every state, minimum wage needs to go up. Taxes need to be lowered for the poor people, unless under $400,000. I do agree with that. And I'm done talking about it. I'm through. I hope that you guys kind of hear me and get that I support Beyonce. I support everyone that has put out a line of fashion or business that is really successful. Rihanna, I support you, girl. I love you. You are a bad bitch. I love you guys. But I want you guys to understand that this can no longer continue. This cannot. It cannot. It is important and it's a necessity that you guys look at what I'm saying. I hope you guys do. I love you guys to pieces. I'm not tearing you down. I'm not tearing down your business. I'm not tearing down your ideas. I just want you to look at the spectrum of the cycle of poverty that is currently, not just in America, but across the globe. But then also the people that are the consumers, the buyers. You guys need to look at the cycle as well and acknowledge your wrongdoing in this. Both ends of the candle are burning. Pretty soon it's going to get here. And no one else is going to be able to survive. Except for the ones that have all the cha-ching. Stop thinking about this and how I gotta live and be fabulous and the Instagram and the pictures and the ring lights and everything else. And if you gotta walk down the street barefooted, then motherfucker you do it in your gown. Y'all see me come up on here with this on and a turban or something like that? I'm celebrating my culture. What the hell am I supposed to do? I may come up here a little bit flashy sometimes, but I'm able to afford that luxury. 3 jobs, bro. Come on now. But be responsible with your money, guys, and suppliers, not even just celebrities, but the suppliers that create all of these products and are rich and living fabulous lives in the mansions and stuff like that. You guys can downgrade to a lower mansion or into a 4-bedroom house and be able to give money and pay taxes higher. Come on now. Let's be reasonable. Let's work together instead of apart. Don't be selfish. Be selfless. Because we ain't selfish when we give you our money. Even for the necessity things. I.e. Walmart, Target, all of these big corporations and stuff like that. I'm for y'all. I am. And I understand there's hoops and channels you may have to go through. But go through those hoops and channels for us as your consumers. As your the people that demand the products. That like it. That want it. And the stuff that we need. Pharmaceutical companies. Stop getting rich off our backs and the deaths. Create medicine and stuff for us that we need, and insurance for that we need. That's where the tax money comes in. Rich people, the suppliers, the celebrities, you pay our taxes, we can afford healthcare. We can afford free healthcare. A lot of these countries out here have free healthcare just off the bat because not sure what their tax rates and stuff is all like, but it's all connected. It is. It's all connected in one system. Let's look at it as a whole together. You do for me, I do for you. It's easy. If you making money, I'm making money. And if I'm making money, your ass making money. Because then I can afford things. We can get people off Skid Row and off the streets and out of homeless shelters and get them jobs and things they need. Come on now, y'all. Now, the last thing I want to mention before I get off this channel, because this is the end, and I hope that I've stressed to you guys how important it is. All of this. And like I said, this is the first part. The next part will be uploaded tomorrow. And so I want to let you guys know, in the hopes too, that that you guys hear me and understand where I'm coming from. And a lot of the topics I mentioned, I may yell them out, I may sound frustrated, but it's all out of passion, it's all out of love, it's all out of respect. But I need you guys to see how important it is of the things I'm talking about. This is real conversations, things that meet the eye daily. This is one of the true things that is meeting our eye, and we're acting like we can't see it. I know I don't have my glasses on, but I'm not blind. I'm not Ray Charles. And even Ray Charles can see that this is a problem. Even Stevie Wonder can see that this is a problem. A blind cat can see this is a problem. A bat in the daytime, because they can't see in the daytime, only at night, they can see that this is a problem. Now, the last thing I want to say is, I didn't mention it last week or the week before last. I can't remember when he passed, but Alex Trebek, it's a sad loss. I remember growing up with Jeopardy. My grandmother watches Jeopardy. She watches Wheels of Fortune. She watches Price is Right. She watches that midday show, the ones where they dress up in the costumes, with Wayne Brady. Let's Make a Deal. There we go. She watches all these court shows that come on at 3 p.m. in Denver time, which is like Judge Judy, The People's Court, all that stuff. I grew up with that, and so Alex Trebek, I knew he was struggling with the cancer, but I was hoping that he would beat it. But I just want to say cheers to the 20 plus years that you were on Jeopardy, making people smarter, making people love more, gaining the knowledge for wisdom and sayings and definition of words and everything that had to do with just the world literature, not just American literature or European literature, but African literature, all these different things. You are a smart man, and you will forever be missed. I want to thank you for your service, and part of me doesn't even want nobody else to come into Jeopardy. I don't really watch Jeopardy, but I don't want nobody else to come in. I think they should just end it. But I'm pretty sure if they find someone that's very due diligent, just like you, or anything, I hope they do just a good job. But they won't do as good of a job as you. But cheers to you. I'm going to drink to you. And cheers to everybody else. Stay safe and well. Love you, Love Village. Make sure you follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Aria Vassal. And you can also follow the show at The Analytical Eye Show. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like this video, share with your friends, share with your families, get involved in this conversation. I will respond to your replies and things of that nature. And cheers to you, Alex Trebek, and may you be up in heaven with Chadwick Boseman, Kobe Bryant, Aretha Franklin, and all of the other amazing people that we have lost this year. So cheers to you all into the heavens. I want to thank y'all for another good episode. Remember, there's a website coming soon. I am working on that. And I will see you tomorrow for the new episode where we'll be talking about Will Smith and some good things. Mwah. Love you, Love Village. Cheers again.